Alright, what's up guys? So this video we're going to talk about leash pressure and how to teach your dog to yield to your leash pressure. Whether that be you're trying to get them to slow down, speed up, or to move around. So all you'll need is obviously your dog. You'll need a prong collar, your leash, and in some way to mark your behavior. So all we're going to do, we're just going to put our leash on. Yeah, you being a good girl. Clip our leash to our prong collar, make sure it's secured nicely. Doesn't have to be super tight, don't want it super loose either. And all we're gonna do is we're gonna use our prong collar to slightly turn pressure on to get our dog to move towards us. As soon as your dog moves towards you, you're gonna turn your pressure off. So you're gonna put slack in that leash, and then you're gonna mark it with your yes or your clicker, and you're gonna reward. So for example, I come here, she's probably gonna come with me, little pressure, she comes up, mark, reward. So what I want you to pay attention to is the leash tightness, right? So I'll bring it to the side. I'll have her come over here. I'll have her seat it. Have her sit. And then look at the leash. Leash is slack. I put a little pressure on. She gets up, click, and reward. That's all we're looking for. So your dog might fight it. So she is used to the prong collar, so that's why it's going to look so smooth and so easy. Your dog might fight that leash pressure. So what I want you to do is when you get your dog up, bless you, see it, when you get your dog to, and you're doing this drill, if you put pressure on and they jolt back and they fight, I don't want you to put slack in the leash. Reason being is that we're teaching them that what you do controls the pressure. So if you put pressure on, they fight, you turn the pressure off, you're teaching them that fighting is how you turn the pressure off. So again, make sure you don't make this pressure super tight. Don't make it hard. Don't crank them. Just a little here and reward. So if they go back, you just keep going back as well until they move forward. Then you turn that pressure off. Don't allow them to fight you and make you stop the pressure, because you'll be teaching something that you don't want. All right, so one more time. Seat it. I'll back up. Leash is slack. Little pressure. She gets up. I mark and I reward it. So you don't have to use a clicker also. You can use any word or sound to let your dog know that whatever they're doing in that precise moment is getting them rewarded. I'm using a clicker because I like it to be consistent. So now what I want you to do is you'll start to add that leash pressure in with your obedience. So I'll do she's here. I'll go coming, which means come. Seat it, that means sit. I'll click and reward. So with her, you'll notice that she's down with the program, right? She's learned that I'm able to control the pressure. So if I just do the things before he turns pressure on, I won't have to deal with that. And that's what we want. We want our dogs to kind of beat us to the pressure. So if I don't say anything, I'll go, right? I'm not giving her the commands because she knows the commands. Instead, she's following the pressure. So again, I pulled to bring her in and I went up to make her sit. All right, so one more time. Let's do it from the side. Bring her around. Seat it. I'll tell her to sit just to get the space. Pressure on to bring her in. Pressure up to put her there to sit. Mark it, reward it. And all this is doing is teaching your dog that the leash isn't meant for them to just pull into it, to lunge into it, right? We don't want that type of behavior, because now we're getting drugged down the street, especially when we're using a tool such as the prong collar. I don't want your dog to be pulling into the prong, because that means they've learned that this type of pressure can be turned off by getting to their destination, right? So we kind of reverse taught it. So even though this may seem new, you're probably already teaching this exact technique just in the wrong behavior, right? So one more time. We'll bring her around. Put her in the sit. I'll back up, get the space. I'm not going to speak this time so you can see how it'll actually look. Up, you're cheating. Put her back. Pressure on to get her to me. Pressure up to get her to sit. Pressure's off. Mark, reward. So notice both times I turn pressure off. I'm not the whole time holding that pressure tight the whole time. Pressure on to get her to come. Pressure turns off when she starts to come to me. Pressure on to get her to sit. Pressure turns off when she gets to sit, right? So as you go, you'll simply just continue to add things into it. So now we'll add in a down, right? I grabbed my food too early, so now she's really engaged with me. Sit. I tell her to sit. Bring her to me. Bring her to the sit. Bring her to the down. Mark, reward. All right. And eventually what she'll do is that she'll get so good with the prong, and doing this with the prong, they'll understand the pressure, and then we'll layer an e-collar to this. So now you can have off-leash freedom, right? So now your dog will understand that pressure is controlled by them, not always by you. So here, sit, and then down, mark, reward. All right. And she's learned, hey, as soon as I feel this pressure in this direction, I move in that direction, it turns off. And she's absolutely right. So once you get to that portion, you can begin to use your leash to guide them into anything. So if I want a heel position, I can use this leash to kind of just bring her around into heel, right? I can bring her into a down. I can bring her into a sit. I can bring her into a stand. I can make her spin. And that's without a whole lot of pressure. I'm not fighting her. She has just learned that leash pressure means I need to do something. And the quicker I do it, the quicker he'll leave me alone. All right? So I want you to work on that. Just don't make it too complicated, right? You don't want it to be hard. It's just get your leash, get your prong, get your dog to go away from you. So if your dog doesn't have a sit, and this will probably be even more realistic how it would look for you guys. If your dog doesn't have a sit, what you can do is you can just take some food, take a piece of kibble, and just toss it. They go, you just turn the leash pressure on. Turns off when they turn around, you'll mark and reward it. So again, I'll show you that same thing from the side. I'll toss a piece. She goes and gets it. Pressure turns on. And this is what she'll probably notice, right? Pressure's on, but I'm not going to turn it off until she turns around and comes to me. Once she turns around and starts to come to me, that's when I'll turn pressure off, all right? So let me know how that goes with you guys, and I will catch you guys in the next one.